Professor Weasley? You wanted to see me?
I did. We haven't had a chance to speak since I know you were quite close with Professor Fig.
Hogwarts won't be the same without him.
No, it won't. But I can assure you that he would want us to press on, and that he would rest easy knowing that the future of the wizarding world is in hands like yours.
Thank you, Professor.
You've had quite a year, both inside and outside of Hogwarts. I've heard all sorts of rumors. You've ridden a graphorn, befriended a goblin, rescued hippogriffs, even somehow ingratiated yourself with the Headless Hunt.
How did you...
It's harder to keep secrets around here than one might suspect. I'm just glad you found such a good friend in Miss Onai. I think her mother shares the sentiment. While I do not condone taking matters into your own hands when it comes to men like Rookwood and Harlow, your bravery is to be commended.
Thank you, Professor.
No need to discuss it further. What I would like to discuss is your wizard's field guide. May I see it?
Of course. What do you think, Professor?
I think you've been busy this year. I see some progress here, but quite a bit of your field guide has yet to be completed. Fortunately, you do have some time to prepare for your OWLs. I will confess, I had a sense about you from that first moment you came bursting in, late, to the sorting ceremony. I am pleased to see that my instincts were correct. To think you've only been with us a year and you'll already be taking your OWLs, well, it's nothing short of astonishing.
Thank you, Professor, for everything.
You are most welcome. I look forward to seeing what you do during the rest of your time with us.
I have been meaning to speak.
I still can't believe we escaped the Ashwinders.
You may not realize it, but you are the talk of the school since you saved me that day.
I wonder how everyone knows about it.
I told my mother in the hope that she would be more forgiving of what I have been up to if it came from me. She likely told other professors, and news travels quickly. Unfortunately, she might, in fact, have been even less forgiving than I'd hoped.
I don't blame her for being concerned. We have been involved in some dangerous activities.
As the Ashwinders were locking me up and threatening my life, it did occur to me that my mother may have been right.
Has Officer Singer done anything with the evidence we provided?
She has not. Harlow is as strong as ever. Someone needs to stop him, whether it is us or Officer Singer. If someone had stopped the monsters like him in Matabeleland, my father would be alive today.
What exactly happened to your father?
It was a beautiful day. My mother had gone to tend to a neighbor who was ill, and so my father and I were galloping in the savannah.
Galloping? Your father was also an animagus, I take it?
He could become the most majestic giraffe, and he would carry me on his back, my arms around his neck. We were on our way home when we surprised a group of bandits who had come from our village. One of them saw me just as he removed a scarf from his face. He shouted and then aimed his rifle.
He didn't want you to identify him.
Exactly. In an instant, my father bowed his neck to protect me and was hit. As he fell, my father changed back into his human form. When the bandits saw this, they turned and ran in fear. And then he was gone. And it was all my fault.
Your fault? How so?
He died protecting me. If I had been capable of protecting myself, he would still be alive today. My mother and I tried to go on without him, but it became too much for us there. A few years later, we left to come to Scotland.
I'm sorry, Natty. I can't imagine what you've been through.
He was truly extraordinary. And thank you for your kind words. We all have our burdens.
Yes, I remember. Rain does not fall on one roof alone.
Exactly. Soon you and I will put an end to the Ashwinders. Rookwood is already gone. Harlow will be next. We are making progress. Thank you again for saving me. You deserve all of the praise you have received.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring, the collars they were wearing. I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
When I set about my arrangements, I don't expect to be thwarted by my own ally. I don't expect...
This must be Tobbs's cave. I suppose I should head inside. Confringo! Tobbs's master is awful. Tobbs? Tobbs? Deke sent me. Are you in here? Confringo! Bombarda! Depulso! Depulso! Confringo! Confringo! Bombarda! Depulso! It looked as if Tobbs was here some time ago. He must have headed deeper into the cave. Confringo! Depulso! Glacius! Glacius! Defender! Depulso! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Depulso! Glacius! Confringo! Depulso! Bombarda! Protego! Stupefy! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! That didn't sound particularly reassuring. Depulso! Glacius! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Bombarda! Glacius! Depulso! Confringo! Crucible! Imperial! Protego! Stupefy! Glacius! Bombarda!
The Great Hall. I have come upon a difficult time, friend.
Petrificus totalis! Crucio! Bombarda! Glacius! Glacius! 8 legs is simply too many. Bombarda!
I have some
Confringo!
location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Oh no. I have a feeling that house elf is Tobbs. Poor Tobbs. Left here alone with the spiders. Confringo! Confringo! That table looks familiar. Seems I'm back at the entrance to the cave. I'm back from the cave, Deke.
Wonderful. Deke hopes you gave Deke's best to Tobbs.
I'm sorry to tell you this, Deke, but Tobbs is gone. It seems he was unable to avoid the spiders in the end.
Oh my. Deke was afraid of this, alone in that cave for so long. Oh, poor Tobbs. Deke and Tobbs once shared the same master. When he died, we were separated. Deke always wished Tobbs had been sent to Hogwarts too. Deke will miss his friend dearly, and will raise a glass to him with a heavy heart.
I'm truly sorry about your friend, Deke.
Thank you. You are very kind. Deke could use some time alone to think, if that's all right.
Why do I always end up on patrol duty?
Imperium!
Expulso! Expulso! Expulso!
Potato! Stupefy!
Might want to look
That woman, isn't it? One fixated on mercy.
Confringo! No one to share in my victory. This must be the castle where Miss Ashwinders! Way around them. Through them. Imperial! Confront them! You're the one who's late. I've seen them.
Still hanging
Expulso! Confringo! I should warn
from above.
Glacier! Stupid! Confringo! Crucial! Imperial! How can I help?
Expulso!
Now to Confringo! Expulso!
What are your thoughts on
Incipia! Patricus Totalis! Shame nobody saw that. An astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin. I hope the Ashwinders haven't done anything with Rococo. Where in Merlin's name? Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Confringo! Glacier! There we go. Treasure. That Niffler's certainly Ashwinders. Imperial. Incendio. Come from Miss Coffee's name. Accio. Confringo. Glacier.
Expulso! Expulso!
Protego. Stupid.
Expulso! Aha! Expulso! Thought you could hide from me, did ya?
Confringo.
I know you're the one who's stuck.
Expulso! Expulso! Try to make expulso! Knew you would place it.
Confringo.
Expulso!
You're dead. Die for that.
Confringo. Accio.
Flash!
Potato. Stupefy. Imperial! Come on, Accio! Confringo!
How dare you?
Accio!
To me.
Confringo! Glacier!
Expulso!
Potatoes!
Stupid one.
Accio! Imperial! Petrificus Totalis! Revelio.
Says there's treasure here.
Accio.
Treasure here.
Confringo! What a dreadful lot. I should follow the treasure to find that Niffler. Glacius! Confringo! Arresto momentum. More Ashwinders. Arresto momentum. Accio. Accio. Arresto momentum.
But then it was ours.
Stupid body by Kurt. Arresto momentum.
That's just
Accio.
Thought you had me there.
Ace Expulso. Accio.
Expulso.
Arresto.
You don't hurt!
Imperial.
Release me!
Arresto momentum. Accio. Confringo. Petrificus Totalis. I did it. In an Ashwinder, no less. What's this? Some sort of treasure map. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Revelio. Glacius! Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius. Levioso. Revelio. Revelio. I better watch my step in here. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius.
Some days I'm
Natty, is everything all right?
There are times when my father's absence drifts to the back of my mind, and I feel peace for a day or two. But this is not one of those times. I miss him. I miss running with him. I miss Mattibeleland. He should still be here. And it's my fault that he isn't.
It's not your fault, Natty. There's nothing you could have done to prevent it.
That is what my mother says. But he died protecting me. And I cannot help but feel guilty over that. I find myself reliving the moment more often than I would like. I believe I would feel less helpless if I could truly put an end to Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's miserable lot. Of course, you have put an end to Rookwood. And Ranrock. You've done a great deal of good that is a benefit to all. With Harlow on the prowl, there can be no real peace. Each day he remains free, he does more damage, leaving people like Archie Bickle to suffer the consequences.
I agree, Natty. We'll get him. I've never seen someone so committed to a cause.
Thank you. I believe we will get him. Thank you for speaking with me. It was very helpful.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Accio. Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school. That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back.
Isn't it? Oh, very well. Off I go. Wish me luck.
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
I suppose it must seem that way. I'm not sure it's justified. It's often been a matter of circumstance.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted. You see, We were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puffskein.
Surely you're joking. You can't possibly be afraid of a puffskein.
It may seem irrational to you, but my experience with them has been most upsetting. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puffskeins to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskein Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence, say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand.
Hidden herbology corridor. Sounds intriguing. Revelio. These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Confringo! Lumos. Confringo! Lumos. Confringo! Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Confringo! Lumos.
Please meet me as soon as possible. I received an interesting owl from Joanna Bitter about Harlow.
Have you found anything to,
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacula. It's even more than I expected. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunkeen for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunkeen for me.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle? Nice to see you again, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk clumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. Hope they know what...
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned. Hawk clumps to Mrs. Sprottle, but I still need to visit the cave to find... Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters. That's all the hawk clumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased. Revelio. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo. Revelio. Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. Imperium! Petrificus Totalis. Confringo. Glacius. Accio. Confringo. Petrificus Totalis. That was a close one. Revelio. Confringo. This must be Sirona's box of letters. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad. I think that's everything. Sirona will be glad to have this back.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village.
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk clumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you.
I'm glad I could be of help.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aiden. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Confringo. These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Are you ready to finish Harlow?
I'm ready to finish Harlow once and for all.
I received an owl from Mrs. Bickle. She wondered if we were having any luck going after Harlow. Suggested we could gather evidence from a friend near Manor Cape.
But she warned us to stay out of it.
Precisely.
Harlow knows that we saved Archie, and that we rescued Mr. Rabe. The letter didn't come from Mrs. Bickle, did it?
I do not believe it did. Harlow intends to ambush us.
But now we have the upper hand. We can prepare.
We are stronger than Harlow, and he knows it. That's why he's resorting to this sort of trickery. We must go.
Agreed. Let's finish this.
Brilliant. Harlow's reign ends today.
Perhaps we ought to inform Officer Singer of our plans.
I already sent her an owl to let her know that we were following a lead given to us by Mrs. Bickle.
Are you concerned she might tell your mother?
Indeed she will, but so be it. I am tired of hiding it from her. My mother needs to understand that I will not be safe from the Ashwinders until everyone is. I shall pursue them until they are finished, and I think she knows that. As do you.
That I do.
Keep an eye out. Harlow is likely around here somewhere. I sense he is close.
Where is he?
I do not know. We should look around.
Imperial! Glacius! Accio!
Long enough! Damn you!
Are you even Confringo? Stupid one!
Nice one!
This will not end in your favour. Little Nat Sioni, innit? And her excruciatingly loyal companion. You two have done quite a bit of damage to my business interests. But I must grudgingly give you some credit. What was once a mere annoyance has become remarkably problematic. Fortunately, I pride myself on my problem-solving skills. You fight like a
Imperial! Accio! Confringo! Glacius!
You're not even trying!
Accio!
Do you want to see now? Must prolong this.
Your arrogance will be...
Come now, you can do that.
Accio!
Gotcha! Retake!
Allow me to...
Glacius!
Too slow.
Rebellion! Accio! Confringo! Sponsor!
Such potential go to waste.
Bombarder! Accio! Expulso!
You're not even trying. Do you want to concede now?
Incendio!
Prolong this.
Potato! Stupefy! Expulso! Imperial! What do you need me to do? Accio! Incendio! Bombarder! Expulso!
You fight like a muggle.
Incendio!
Such potential go to waste.
Expulso! Accio! Not be your puppet! Incendio! Bombarder!
This will not end in your life.
Incendio! Stupefy!
Do you want to concede now?
Accio!
Prolong this.
Imperial! How can I help?
You fight like a muggle.
Expulso! Bombarder! Confringo!
Natty! No! Natty!
Revelio.
Are you sure you are up for a visitor?
Yes, Mother. I feel fine, and it will do me good to see my friend.
Very well. But do not overdo it, Natsai.
I know, Mother. It is good to see you, my friend.
I'm glad to see you're doing so well.
I am doing better than it appears. I am only here because my mother insisted, just to be safe. I was relieved when she told me that you were all right.
Only because of you. How are you feeling?
Well, I've had better days, but Nurse Blaney says that I am on the mend.
I'm sorry, Natty. It's my fault you got hurt.
What? No. Do not blame yourself for this. The moment that I saw Harlow aim his wand at you, well...
You did what came naturally.
I suppose it was instinct. Yes. I could not simply stand there and let you get hurt.
Then I shouldn't feel guilty.
Of course not. There was nothing that you... Oh my... I cannot believe that it took me this long to see it. He made a choice. Based on instinct, my father... You, my friend, are no more to blame for my injuries today than I am to blame for my father's sacrifice years ago.
From what I know of him, it seems there's a lot of your father in you.
That's very kind of you to say. I hope that you are right. This has all been a bit much, hasn't it? A battle here at Hogwarts, everything we have done to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot. But we have done it. Rookwood is dead, Harlow is on his way to Azkaban, and the rest of them are on the run. A few of the dregs will still be about, fighting for their lost cause. But Rookwood's enterprise has fallen apart.
Everything is safer now because of us. Because of you.
Thank you, but we make a formidable team. You, my fellow traveler, have enriched my time at Hogwarts beyond anything I could have imagined. Thank you. I believe your friendship to be one of the most important in my life. Thank you for coming to visit me. It is always good to see you.
I wonder if I'm safe to explore in there.
Sebastian has gone too far. You saw what lies in the catacomb. I cannot stay here.
Wait, Anne, please.
Ominous. He was willing to put the whole hamlet and himself in danger on the chance that some old relic could help to heal me. I'm sorry, Ominous. Make sure he's all right, will you?
I'm glad you're here.
I received your owl. Where's Sebastian?
Inside the catacomb. Frankly, I was surprised you weren't with him.
Ominous,
Stop. You swore you wouldn't let Sebastian take this one step further. Yet here we are.
It's my fault. I was wrong. I thought he'd stop.
I should have stopped him before. Sebastian's in real trouble now. I'm going back into the catacomb to find him. Anne's right. He and the entire hamlet are in danger. The place is crawling with Inferi.
Inferi? What are you talking about?
You'll see. We need to hurry. Sebastian must not be in his right mind.
Last time we were here, this place was crawling with spiders.
We're about to face worse.
Accio!
Find Sebastian quickly.
Where was Sebastian when you and Anne found him?
Just ahead, in the Great Room.
Confringo! Confringo!
I was so worried about Sebastian I didn't even realize. Anne's gone to get Solomon. When she first saw the Inferi, she thought Sebastian was being attacked. But then he showed her the relic and said he'd learned how to use it.
The carvings on the relic were Inferi, and Sebastian somehow created them.
Not exactly. He's controlling them. This is powerful dark magic. Creating Inferi is incredibly difficult, but controlling them... As Anne and I frantically barricaded the Inferi to keep them from escaping, Sebastian kept mumbling about healing Anne. When Anne said she couldn't stay here, I didn't realize what she meant.
Solomon threatened to go to the headmaster if he heard of Sebastian dealing with dark magic.
I need to get to Hogwarts. I must get to Professor Black first. Twist the story a bit, make him think it's a family fight. I'll be back as soon as I can. See if you can talk some sense into Sebastian. Be careful.
How many Inferi are there? Confringo! Places! Accio! Accio! Places! Confringo! These Inferi seem far from control. Confringo! Accio! Potato! Stupefy! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Isn't this incredible?
Sebastian,
I told you! The relic is the answer! I've been trying to reverse the dark magic that injured Anne, but this will allow me to control it. Just as I can control the Inferi.
Control? I had to fight the Inferi all the way.
What have the two of you done? Accio relic!
Don't! The relic! You'll pay for this!
Imperial!
I'm ending this now!
That relic is going to save Anne!
Levioso!
Confringo!
Glacier! Confringo!
Sorry, it had to be done.
Accio! Confringo! Glacius! Glacius! Accio! Confringo! You're supposed to expect that!
I am protecting
Potato! Still fire! Confringo! Stupefy! Accio!
Potato!
Confringo! Accio! Glacius!
Now you've gone too far. Confringo! Levioso!
Potato! Stupefy! Accio! Glacius!
Incendiario!
Confringo! Mr. Sallow! Stop!
How dare you! You're no friend to my nephew!
Confringo! Glacius! Confringo! Imperial! Accio! Glacius! Accio! Glacius!
Now you've gone too far.
Accio!
Confringo!
Imperial! Glacius!
Confringo! Confringo! Potato!
Accio! Confringo! Glacius!
She cannot be healed, Sebastian. You must stop.
I won't let her suffer! Avada Kedavra!
choice.
Oh, Anne. What have you done? I must get out of here.
I can't let him leave. Sebastian, wait! Stop, Sebastian. Hold on.
What is it?
Why wouldn't you stop? I was calling after you.
Anne won't survive this. She's withering away, inside and out. Solomon's never been there for us, not really. He gave up on Anne. I'll never give up on her. You saw him, didn't you? He was going to ruin her life. He attacked us. I had to use the killing curse. You know I did. If I hadn't known how to cast it...
He did attack us. You had no choice. It was brave, Sebastian. You clearly care more about Anne than your uncle ever did.
I knew you'd understand. I did do the right thing.
You did. I would have done the same, if I knew how.
I could teach you.
No time like the present.
The killing curse won't be easy to master. As with all unforgivables, you have to mean it. Hold your wand steady. Focus. The incantation is Avada Kedavra. Your intention must be clear. I can't stay here. I need to find Ominous.
Sebastian.
Please, I'm not myself right now. Let's meet later, at the Undercroft, all right?
Hello, Mr. Moon.
Oh, greetings!
I actually have some moons for you.
Oh, wonderful, truly. If you bring me just a few more, I can teach you how to improve casting Alahomora.
I'll keep an eye out for more demiguise statues and see if I can bring you more moons.
You are to be commended for your bravery and valor.
Revelio.
face my old daughter again.
Aloha Mora. Revelio. Wonder who lives here. Aloha Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio. Mine now, demiguise. Hello, Mr. Moon. I actually...
Oh, my mind feels lighter already knowing those statues are gone. I did promise to show you how to improve casting Alahamora once you'd brought me enough moons. With that knowledge, you'll be able to break open even stronger locks. However, we don't yet know who's behind these statues. Still plenty of the foul things lying in wait to torture me. Oh. If you bring me more moons, I'll show you how to cast the most powerful form of Alahamora known to wizard kind. At least known to me. Keep looking for those moons, You'll save my sanity and we may get to the bottom of whoever's behind all of this.
She's devastated. She just buried your uncle alone.
I did it for her.
Sebastian, Anne can't bear the thought of turning you in, but...
What? Turn me in? She saw what happened.
I'll give you some time to think, Sebastian.
Turn me in?
Sebastian.
Did you hear that? You saw what happened. I never wanted... How did things go so wrong? I didn't mean it. I didn't mean to... Oh, Anne, I was only trying to help. I can't leave now. Anne needs me more than ever. You understand. You can talk to Ominous. Make him understand. He listens to you. I need to be with Anne.
Don't worry, Sebastian. I shall speak with Ominous.
Thank you. You're a good friend, truly.
No matter what happens from here, I'm glad we met.
Poor Sebastian.
Ominous?
What a mess. I can't believe it. After I last saw you, I went straight to Hogwarts. Before I had time to talk to Black, I heard from Anne. I rushed to Feldcroft and found her with Solomon's body. She was beside herself with grief. Part of her wants Sebastian to face the consequences, another part can't bear the thought of it. I don't want to lose Sebastian, but I don't think we have a choice.
We do have a choice. What good will it do to turn him in now? He clearly regrets everything. He's not going to do anything like this again.
We've both heard that before.
But we also need to think about Anne. She's lost her health, now she's lost her uncle. Do you really want to take her brother away from her too?
What you're saying. Perhaps you're right. As much as I believe that Sebastian should pay for his actions, we'd only be punishing Anne as well. I hope we're doing the right thing. I'll talk to Anne. If it comes from me, she'll agree with this decision.
Thank you, Ominous. You're a good friend.
Whatever lies ahead, we must face it together. That I know.